Not getting any audio or video or anything. Writing articles.
Say like his goal is 20 goals.
But you couldn't even write like that.
132 billion.
This guy Jason Anderson.
No, it's not.
That's a well, or underground.
I had it one time on sports. I like it.
Really?
No, it's really. He was a very strange person, though. You know he was like strange.
Yeah.
And he always like.
I said next to him in public games.
Got your name, Kathy?
No, usually just.
He cheered. He came to a Kings game. I'll just sit right there. Really, an hour?
Yeah, it was. I knew it took a while. Did it get you? I think it was about 50 minutes.
Tottenham at 4:30.
Max, career high 10 rebounds tonight, pretty good on the glass. But what did you see from Harkenstein that just let him have such a big career night?
Very physical. He knows what he's good at. Rebounding, rolling hard, great finishing around the rim. Got a couple lobs. Plays more intensity than us, so he got a pretty good game tonight, yeah.
First quarter, you guys were right there with them. Second quarter, what do you think changed?
Well, I mean, obviously we had a couple defensive breakdown. They made shots, and yeah, I mean, as you said, we were there right in the first quarter. I think we were there for 3.5 quarters last time we played them on the road. So it's a team that we can beat. I mean, they just lost before coming into our building, so there's no reason for us to come in without the mentality that we can challenge them, we can beat them. We showed it in the first quarter. We need to sustain that for 4, though.
Max, I mean, taking a look at the Thunder for yourself, just what do you see in that team? Obviously, they're champions, but first time really kind of going up against them like that.
Yeah, they're good.
What is it that makes them, I mean, just so good in the way they play?
I mean, they've been playing together for 4 or 5 years. Obviously, you mentioned they're champions, so they come with a ton of confidence in every building. They play extremely hard defense, trying to cloud the paint as much as possible. And then they have guys that can make shot. Obviously, Shea, but when hard inside goes for 30 and 15, it's another problem.
Max, obviously it's only your 9th professional game, but what has been like the biggest learning curve for you so far in the early season?
I mean, everything really. Physicality, speed of the game, being able to get to the next play. I mean, obviously we have 82 games, not even been 10, and it already feels like a full college season. So being able to take care of everybody, being able to play with high level of confidence, being able to understand how you can help the team, not necessarily how you want to play, but how you can make an impact as fast as possible. So that's a lot of things that you kind of have to take in and figure out, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Kind of building off of that, Max, it looks like you're getting a whole lot more comfortable, though, with the NBA speed and the physicality. What to you has been like the biggest growth or area that I guess you've grown most confident or comfortable with?
Honestly, I couldn't say it right now just because I'm right in the middle of it, but I feel like just being thrown into the fire and being able to get as many live reps as I can, that will just help. And I think at the end of the day, like, it's just by playing that you're going to get better. And also watching a ton of film, whether it is during scouting, but also, at home watching basketball as much as you can.
Hey, Max. Points in the paint has been a bit of an issue for you guys this year, 60-34 tonight. Like, what are the conversations you guys are having about that, and what do you see as kind of the issues there that are preventing you guys from, keeping that number a little more equal?
I mean, I think there's a ton of things. Obviously, we can't get blown by on drives. Obviously, we cannot get the roller gets behind us for lobs. Cannot leave that many offensive rebounds to the other team that transfer themselves into second chance points. And you got to be alert on, back cuts and second actions. So these are areas where I think we all have to improve.
Everyone, thanks, Max. We've got Russ coming next.
Test, test. Test, test.
I don't know, those are nice guys, I don't off white shoes. Right. Things. I'll just shoot stuff. Yeah.
I will tell her right now.
Probably on this side.
I'll,
You know what that means? You know what that means?
he was trying to get in and his fingerprint still doesn't work.
No, I'm with you. I was with you. I can't run that way now.
Hey, Russ. The points in the paint issue is kind of an ongoing thing, 60-34 tonight. What are you seeing there in terms of the issues you guys are having?
Just get real stagnant offensively. I think when we move the ball, play with some pace, it allows us to be able to cut, get to the rim, finish. I think that we just missing a lot of those opportunities.
What defensively, though?
Yeah, it starts with our defense too. We get stops, it allows us to go out and run, but we're not doing that at a high level right now. Obviously, playing defending champs, you can't afford to give up. I don't know how many points I had to pay, 60 points in the paint. So I think we need to look at the film and figure out how we can just guard and be better, man to man.
Russell, of course, Isaiah Hartenstein had a big night tonight, 15 points in that second quarter. There was a couple times when he got downhill and nobody, got to him. What were some of the issues, trying to?
I don't know. I got to watch it and see. It's hard to say in the mix of the game, but I'll watch the film and kind of evaluate and see how he was getting free. But it's hard to evaluate without watching it.
Kind of along those lines, the second quarter obviously seemed to be pretty detrimental for you guys. What was kind of maybe happening within the moment that was not up to you?
I would say turnovers, which started my damn self. Taking care of the ball and getting stops, man. I think, they are one of the best teams in deflections, scoring off turnovers, and, we play right into their game and got to do a better job of that in the second quarter. That can open the lead up.
Russ, you've done this for a long time. You face these guys, I think this is the 20th game facing them.
Yeah.
Is it old hat, or do you get a little bit of extra juice anytime you face a former team?
For me, I play the same way every night, compete at the highest level, given the opportunity, and whoever's on the other side doesn't change, the energy and effort I'm going to play with.
Russ, going back to the points of the paint, the rebounding, typically a lot of that's put on the shoulders of the big man, but you've spent some time even playing at the four. How
Yeah.
can guards specifically help with those issues when you're a little bit undersized currently?
Just being in position, using your quickness, finding ways to be effective. Sometimes when you are small, there are some advantages, which I think we saw some minutes where that was the case. And yeah. Yes.
Tomorrow. Or practice. Are we ready?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That one is Ian was on the, he was down.
It was that guy.
Oh, that's a great picture. Oh, that's Jalen Ian.
Might be out of his.
I mean,
The other one, Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins, Aaron Street closed.
other guy.
Yes, I totally agree. I was like, yeah, but that was like the right on his head. I don't know. Yeah.
Good evening, good evening. What you got, what you got?
Doug, a couple of questions for you here. What did you see after the first quarter where you guys just kind of fell apart, especially with the big man getting to the rim?
Just backside of the defense, not engaged, roller getting behind. You got to be up to a level you can't let them get behind you. They did not feel us. The physicality of making sure and standing guys up was not there. So if it wasn't big fella, Hardenstein going down the lane, the guard was getting around the corner. Just unacceptable. We got to make sure that we can contain the basketball. That's first and foremost. 60 points in the paint is just way too many. We must be better, and we will. We will.
And the second question, Keon didn't play until the fourth quarter. Was there a reason why Keon sat for the first three, or is it just a numbers game?
Yeah, it's a numbers game. I mean, there's a big log jam there, so night to night it could be different. It's not going to get any easier once you get Keegan back, but this is it's a good problem to have. It's one that hasn't been here for a long time when you talk about wing players and the ability to have them. But Keon's a pro, so I know he'll be ready and prepared.
Doug, the energy level, not just for your team, but the whole game, and that that first quarter seemed really fun, but offensively driven. How do you create that energy on the defensive end specifically with this group?
You just have to take pride in individual defense and make sure that you're keeping the ball in front of you and you're communicating at a high level. And that is starting with our coaches, starting with me. We have to be better. because there's absolutely no excuse. We have to figure out a way. Try not to go zone early because they had seen that last game. So try to hold on to that as an adjustment, but probably should have maybe ventured down that even in the first half. I think I maybe did it once or twice. But yeah, we have to communicate, we have to be physical, and we have to keep the ball in front of us. There is no defense for straight line drives.
Points in the paint, Doug, was pretty big tonight. Was that defensive breakdown? What do you think went wrong there?
I mean, I have to go back and watch the tape, but there was some rejects. That's a defensive breakdown. Not being up to a level, letting the guy get behind you, and then nobody on the backside stepping in and getting in the way of Hartenstein and standing him up. Those would be breakdowns. But, in these moments, you're emotional. You see the game one way when it's live and you're there, and then you go back and watch the film and you'll see some other things. So I'll have to go back and watch it just to make sure.
Coach, you mentioned about having all the wings, and how difficult is that to figure out the correct rotation to use?
I mean, for me, I think the correct rotation is going to be whoever plays defense. That's going to be the rotation. But it's tough because all these guys have worked extremely hard. They're good players, so it's a tough one. But it's at the same time that's part of the job. So we will figure it out. It'll be nice to get us all healthy so we can really get a good look at it. But as of right now, we just have to figure it out. Yeah.
When you look at that first game in OKC, were there similarities? I know tonight, obviously, that big second quarter kind of sticks out, but was there similarities in the way you guys approached this game compared to that one?
Maybe a little bit. It's a different game. It's a different vibe. You knew what they were going to get last night. The other night when they lost in Portland. So, it's a championship team. Been on teams that have that mindset. It's like, okay, the next one we're coming in, we're making sure that we're locked in, we're going to be physical, all these different things that you saw from a team like that. And my biggest thing for our team was, stay present in the moment and play 24 seconds at a time. And we did that a little bit in the first quarter and won the first quarter. And after that, just too many straight line drives, not enough physical presence consistently. And when that happens, a team like that is going to get away from you.
With Zach, I know he didn't play on Wednesday with the back soreness. Are there ways that you can manufacture more shots for him, or was it just sort of an off night? How do you sort of?
I mean, I'd have to go look at it because when you're standing there, you're thinking, shoot that one, And there was a couple I saw that he pump fake and passed up, but we want a lot of our plays when we go to sets, some of them are for Zach, obviously, but at the same time, in the flow of the game, we got to make sure that we are driving the paint. They are definitely boxes and elbows, heavy at the nail, and you got to advance the basketball. There's no need for extra dribbles. Get off the basketball. If the shot's not there, now you've created an advantage, and then we got to play next basketball after that. That stylistically is how you get to a team like that. And when we watch a film, you watch Portland, you watch anybody, even the first time that we played them. I mean, the ball's hopping, it's moving around. You got to move the basketball because they are locked in on one side. They present really well down in the defensive stance, arms out. It closes up passing lanes and driving lanes, and then their recovery speed is super, super high level. So you can't hesitate. You're either going to shoot it or you're going to drive it and create something for a teammate. And when you don't do that, they lock in on one side, and then they're handsy and physical, and it can be extremely tough. That's not a team that you want to be going ISO basketball, dribble against. You have to create an advantage, move the basketball, and take open shots. When a shot is created, it must be taken. Yep. Thank you.